Imagine this for a moment. A king who married 6 women, ordered the execution of 2 of his own wives, and changed the course of history, all because he wanted a son. This is not a legend. This is the true story of Henry VIII, England's most dramatic, obsessive, and dangerous king. In the year 1509, Henry became King of England at just 17 years old. He was tall, athletic, handsome, and intelligent. He could joust, hunt, write poetry, and play music. At the beginning of his reign, the people adored him. Henry appeared to be the perfect Renaissance king. His first wife was Catherine of Aragon, a Spanish princess who was loyal, intelligent, and deeply religious. Their marriage lasted more than 20 years. But there was one problem. Catherine failed to produce a surviving male heir. Only one child lived, a daughter named Mary. In the 16th century, a daughter was not enough. Henry feared that without a son, England would fall into chaos after his death. Then everything changed. Henry became obsessed with a woman named Anne Boleyn. Anne was confident, clever, and ambitious. Henry wanted to marry her, but first he needed a divorce. So he asked the Pope. The Pope refused. And with that single word, history was altered forever. Rather than accept rejection, Henry did the unthinkable. He broke away from the Catholic Church and declared himself supreme head of the Church of England. An entire religious system was torn apart, all for one marriage. Henry divorced Catherine of Aragon and married Anne Boleyn. Anne gave birth to a daughter, Elizabeth. But once again, there was no son. Henry's love turned to frustration, and then to rage. Anne was accused of adultery, treason, and immoral behavior. Most historians believe these charges were false. In 1536, Anne Boleyn was executed at the Tower of London. She was only 29 years old. The next day, Henry was already engaged to another woman. His third wife was Jane Seymour. Jane was quiet, obedient, and traditional. She finally gave Henry what he desired most, a son, Prince Edward. Henry was overjoyed, but the happiness was brief. Jane Seymour died just days after childbirth. Many believe she was the only wife Henry truly loved. Henry soon married again. His fourth wife was Anne of Cleves, chosen for political reasons rather than love. When Henry met her in person, he was deeply disappointed. The marriage lasted only 6 months and was quietly annulled. Anne of Cleves survived and lived comfortably for the rest of her life. Henry's fifth wife was Catherine Howard. She was young, beautiful, and lively, possibly still a teenager. By this time, Henry was older, obese, and suffering from painful illnesses. When Henry discovered that Catherine had relationships before, and possibly during, their marriage, his anger returned with deadly force. In 1542, Catherine Howard was executed. She was barely 19 years old. Henry's sixth and final wife was Catherine Parr. She was intelligent, cautious, and politically skilled. Catherine cared for Henry during his final years and helped reunite him with his daughters, Mary and Elizabeth. When enemies attempted to accuse her of heresy, Catherine cleverly avoided arrest. She outlived the king. In 1547, Henry VIII died, feared, ill, and deeply unpopular. Ironically, Henry's long-desired son, Edward VI, ruled for only a short time and died at the age of 15. It was Henry's daughters, the children he once considered failures, who became England's most powerful monarchs. Mary I and Elizabeth I. Henry VIII destroyed marriages, executed wives, and reshaped England's religion, all in pursuit of a male heir. Yet in the end, his dynasty collapsed. This is the story of Henry VIII, a tale of power, obsession, and self-destruction. If you enjoy uncovering the darkest and most shocking stories from history, subscribe to History Uncover, and I'll see you in the next video.